Welcome to my bow snipe gank build for the Harrowstom patch. We're really hard hitting. Gonna be ganking people left, right, and center. People are not gonna like you, but it's super fun to play, so we play it. So our unbuffed stats are pretty chunky, 4.4 and 53% crit. Let's quickly see the buff stats. So we're 5,500 with 53.2 crit. You're going to be melting a lot of people with a lot higher health. This is a very tanky patch that we're playing in at the moment, so we've gone with the Warrior Mundus because we're running a lot of penetration already, so we don't really need the Lava Mundus with this build. It's probably just needs weapon damage. With stage 4 vamp for the movement speed, reduced damage, and the recovery. So it's going to give running New Moon on the front bar for the 5% increase in cost. You don't want to run it on your buff bar. You could run poisons. I just prefer not to. You don't really need it, to be honest. They're usually dead before they have a time to react, so obviously we're running potentates on the back bar for the 5% reduced damage from players. Could run defending trait on this, but I prefer the critical heals you get from precise, so I went with precise, but feel free to go with defending. Run split monster set, so we've got Molo Kenna for the weapon damage and Krug for the penetration. Try glyph on here just so you get a bit more magicka, so you can pop in and out of stealth a bit more. You get a little bit more magic to play with this. The second set we're going to be running is Spriggans. Just weapon damage and penetration paired with New Moon. It's pretty nasty. All defines on the body, all StamBlade, obviously apart from the head. 3 infused weapon damage jewelry, just so you buff it up a little bit more with the weapon damage, and you're a lot more hard hitting. Could go with Bloodthirsty on the neck, but it's really not needed if you run a finisher, so I prefer 3 infused. Let's actually check. I run Tri-Stat Food just so you get a bit more magicka and a bit more health. Just take a little bit of a hit on the stamina. You could run Lava Foot, but you're not gonna be able to cloak as much if you're trying to make you get away after you just gank somebody's pal. They're gonna be pretty focused on you then. I just run standard stamina potion you get from inside Cyrodiil. Movability, I use this just because I had it for the stealth detection, just in case you can't quite catch anyone at a sneak if you're going up against another gank blade or a night blade. just in case you need more magicka. Got magicka trash pots here. Let's have a look at the skills. So on the front bar, running silver shards, focused aim, which will be your main attack. You know, reduces their physical resistance, deals a fat chunk of damage. Killer's Blade for the tankier players. You know, you're gonna get the odd 30k resistance, 4k critical resistance, and 30k health player, so they're not going to die as easy. So you're going to be hitting them with focused aim, silver shards, light attack, and then get close to moving for the finisher, and just it deals a disgusting amount of damage when they're under 25% health. Camo Hunter and Barb Trap, we're using it mainly for the fighter skill passive. Slayer, I think it is. Yeah, Slayer. So we're running silver shards and these two for that passive. We're actually using silver shards to kill people though. You can try and catch them sneaky night blades out of stealth with this, and if that fails, you know, which sometimes it does, just pop a detect potion, you can see him, kill him. Now I prefer in cap because, you know, it just melts people so hard. But you could run Toxic Barrage if you don't want to get close to them. You know, if they're in a group of people, you can just use Toxic. Whereas if they're sitting on like a siege weapon or something, you know, you just go up behind them and you can use this. It's just gonna absolutely rip through their health. On the back bar, Vigor, you know, our heal over time, just help us survive a bit. When we're getting chased down, we're probably going to get hit at some point, so Vigor will help us, you know, stay alive against them guys. Channeled Acceleration, just movement speed buff and critical damage, gives us a lot of damage. It pairs really well with Shadowy Disguise, guaranteeing a critical strike. You know, that they work really well together. Concealed Weapon, we use this on our back bar because that's where we're going to be sneaking, buffing up. So we're mainly going to be moving around on this bar. So we need the more movement speed on here so you can get around really quickly. Rally, just, you know, pretty standard weapon damage, and heal. Undo, I'm in the process of morphing this. That's gonna need to be morphed to Temporal Guard. That'll help you survive a bit better on your back bar, but obviously you can't stand there fighting 6 people. You know, it's gonna be very hard to do. We're not sort of built for that. Sort of glass cannon build. It's very hard hitting. Let's jump into our CP, and 5 Siphoner, 23 Warlord, Mooncalf and Arcanist, Tumbling and Shade. Don't need anything on here really. 81 into Master Arms, 72 Precise Strikes, 53 Piercing, 64 Mighty. This is the red is all depending on how you want to play it. I've gone really defensive, 72 Ironclad, 70 Resistance, Hardy and Elemental both 64. Don't run anything in here. I've just gone for a little bit of tankiness on the back bar so it helps us survive. I think that's it for the build video. I'll put some clips in of the build in action, and hope you guys enjoy. Peace.